Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Yo, Africa, unite. And I mean that. I really think Turkey Al-Sheikh, Eddie Hearn, I just think they're sitting on a gold mine out there. We know Turkey Al-Sheikh's got all the money in the world. Eddie Hearn is doing pretty good in damn too. But you see this Francis Ngannou, Efe Ajagba, Chisora, now Bakoli, and Anthony Joshua. I really think, and I know there's a couple other fighters out in the UK who have a parent or parents from Africa that are heavyweight fighters. I think, what's his name is Itama. I think his that last name sounds African to me. Also, they have the other guy. Let me see if his name is on here. He was in the rankings. He may have fallen out. Fabio Wardley beat him. He may have fallen out. Can't remember. I know his face. It's just his goddamn name is evading me. But anyway, I think just like they had the Super 6 tournament, I don't know how much money would be involved and how much money, depending on where they would host the event, just how much money would be put up for it. But I think, man, they may be sitting on a gold mine because Anthony Joshua, he's already established. I mean, I personally think he beats everybody. I know he's had losses. I just think right now he beats everybody. But Coley, this guy comes out of nowhere. And I know he beat Jared Anderson. It's not like he went and wrestled King Kong and choked out goddamn Tyrannosaurus Rex, all right? So at the same time, Bakoli, badass African, looks like it may be hard to defeat him. You may have to shoot him. I call him Martin George Foreman Bakoli because he came in there looking like old George Foreman and was grilling Jared Anderson. And the word is, those sparring stories had to be true. When he spars, anyone he spars, he destroys him. Derek Chisora, no matter what, when Derek Chisora gets in the ring, he's fighting. He's coming forward with his head, and he's throwing hooks and overhand rights. That's it. Maybe an occasional jab, maybe. But he's coming to go to war with you and just brawl. So you know what you're going to get. Francis Ngannou, he's a big name. He's probably the baddest one out of all of them when it just comes to a fighter, period. But boxing-wise, hey, he's got some skill, but he's definitely not on the level of an AJ, and AJ proved that. But he can fight. Efe Ajagba, I just think his career has been, carefully nurtured, and they're very particular about what they're doing with him. Then again, he's a badass Nigerian, was an Olympian, fought for his country, and has, made some noise as a heavyweight fighter here, especially seeing now as far as the ring ranking, they got him ranked at 10, 20 wins, 1 loss. So there's something special about Ajagba. But to pull these guys together and have some kind of round robin, and again, I think you got 5 here. I think there's like another 5 out there to make it 10 with guys who are either born in Africa or parents are African. And I think that would make it very interesting. But I'm just telling you, when you look at the Super 6 tournaments and the different things that have happened where they bring fighters from a weight class and they have them go and compete, and the best man is left standing, or the cream rises to the top, and they obviously are recognized as the best fighter. Now, I just think if you do something like that, but with all African fighters, I think that becomes very interesting. And when I say African, I'm not talking about Deontay Wilder, I'm talking about, his genetic, they had genealogy shit, and he's, I don't know, supposed to be some Nigerian blood in him. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about guys who are either from there or a parent from there. They qualify. I think that would be amazing. Because right now, man, I mean, these guys just got the division. These guys just have the combat sports world. They put them on notice. Francis Ngannou, Joshua Nabokoli, Chisora, and I think Ajagba too. People know who he is. But his career has been slowed down significantly because Top Rank is very particular about their fighters. They know when to throttle up, when to downshift, and that's what they've been doing with Ajagba. But that being said, I think Africa Unite, I think there's big money in it, especially if they can pick up another 5 and make it a 10-man round robin and do something over the course of a year and just have fights. I just think it'll be huge. Would Eddie Hearn entertain something like that? I think he would. I think Anthony Joshua would. Again, it depends on the money, right? But I personally think it'll be interesting because I'm just telling you, when I'm looking at this, that's what comes to my mind. I'm like, this would be outstanding. But anyway, just my 2 cents. Y'all, and if you say, who do you think is going to win? I think Bacoli. I'm just being honest with you. Anthony Joshua is the truth, but that goddamn Bacoli, if you can't hurt him, you're in trouble. And Bacoli's got that reach. It'll be interesting. I like Anthony Joshua, but something about Bacoli, man. I tend to believe them stories. I tend to believe those stories. How he's breaking their noses, knocking people out, knocking them out with body shots, I believe that shit. Because not one person has come out and said that shit's not true. Nobody. Anything about Bacoli, nobody says nothing except he's a problem. That's all they say. So I think Bacoli beats all these guys. Anyway, y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.